Welcome to ENT 312. I'm so glad that you've decided to take this class and to join in to learn more about entrepreneurship this semester. I did want to take a few minutes to introduce myself and to introduce a bit more about the class. And then there's another instructional video available on Blackboard under the Start Here menu to help you familiarize yourself with how the course is structured through Blackboard Ultra. So just a little bit of information about me. My name is Dr. Whitney Peak. You can email me at my WKU email address. Actually, it's best to give me a yell on my cell phone, which is I know has a weird area code. You're welcome to call or text. My office phone number has actually changed, and that's reflected correctly on the course syllabus. So please make sure that you use the number that's available on the syllabus and don't go back to here, or you can use my cell phone, which is also listed on the syllabus. Just to give you a bit of a background, my training is actually in applied economics. I'm an agricultural economist by training. I have my undergraduate degrees from Murray State. All my advanced degrees, master's and PhD, are from Purdue. And that gave me a really great quantitative training. And then I did all my research, and I have a lot of practical experience in entrepreneurship, small and family business. And so my career transitioned a bit. And in 2010, I joined the University of North Texas in entrepreneurship and management, and then came back to WKU in 2014 and have been here since. I'm currently the chair of the management department and the Vitale professor of entrepreneurship, and I've been doing both of those things since 2020. In this course, I get really excited because I want you to learn that entrepreneurship is for everyone. It doesn't mean you have to start your own business, but what entrepreneurship does is it teaches you how to recognize opportunities. When you have resources or information presented to you, how do you recognize an opportunity and leverage it and make it work for you? And that can work in any context, whether it's your household, your job for another employer, starting your own business, running an organization. It really doesn't matter. For this course, I expect you as a student to be engaged, especially in the online format. It's critical that you check in regularly, that you participate, that you get to know your classmates, that you try to get to know me better. That really makes online courses work. And so I would ask you to be engaged, to check in, to do what's expected, to not make excuses, and to let me know if anything comes up. It's really important that we be in communication with one another, and I'll do my best to communicate very clearly with you as your instructor, to be fair and equitable. Always keep in mind, I won't do something for you that I can't do for everyone else in the class. So when you make a request, please keep that in mind. I will do my best to explain this in relatable terms so that you can take whatever it is that we learn and apply to your everyday life. And then, in terms of interesting things about me, is I'm a native Kentuckian. I'm actually from further west, from Caldwell County. I grew up in Princeton, Kentucky, and then have lived in other areas and got to come back home to very near where I'm from, to Bowling Green, and to live and raise my kids. In terms of the course, this is the grading back, like the grading breakdown. We'll have pack back discussion boards. There's an introduction one that's worth 5 points each. You'll introduce yourself to the whole class. Then for the rest of the semester, week 2 and beyond, there will be 10 posts, and those will be broken down into groups of 10 that I automatically assign. That way you have a closer, smaller community that you'll work in, and I will actually assign this based on student info sheets and try to really diversify people's backgrounds. So please be sure to get that student info sheet in by the deadline so I can make those assignments and we can get started with the rest of our semester. You'll have 3 regular assignments. They're already posted on Blackboard, so you can take a look at them. An entrepreneur interview, where you interview a single entrepreneur about their experience, and the questions and everything, the requirements are already posted on Blackboard. You can do that at any point. Then we have 3 exams, but I count your top 2. So you don't have to take all 3 unless you want. That way, if you miss an exam, you don't need to take a makeup. You'll just take the optional final. Or if you don't score as well as you'd hoped on the first 2 exams, and the 3rd exam can bring your score up, take it. We also have a feasibility project that will deal with an entrepreneurial idea that either someone already has or the team comes up with together. Again, I will assign these teams. I try to make sure that we have diversity in thought and background and experience. And so please be as comprehensive and thorough in that student info sheet as you can, so that I can do a good job trying to balance our teams so that you have a great working experience. And we'll also do team contracts and try to communicate really clearly with teams what the expectations are so that everyone's on board and that everyone succeeds on the team. So how does this course work best? First, you need to check the course schedule each week, or the course guide. That will tell you exactly what's expected each week. Then you review the chapter readings and videos that are available. Every outside or external link is available in the course guide. And then you have the chapter material or any videos that are also in the course guide that you're required to watch. Listen to the supplementary lecture, also will be linked in the course guide. Participate in the Packback discussion. Remember, your questions are due by Thursday. Your response is due by Sunday. And we'll continue that process throughout the semester. You'll get the hang of it, I promise. You need to check in with your team each week and then submit any other assignments that are due that week or coordinate with your team to get anything that's in due on a team basis. Up front, I would like to share with you that this class takes some work, but I will work hard right along with you. I promise. I give a lot to this class because I really do think it's so important. Regardless of what your life goals are, this class is relevant to you, as I mentioned right at the beginning. I can tell you that I will always treat you with respect, and I just expect the same from you to both your classmates and me. And that's really respect and professionalism are what I ask for. And I have some guide at the end of this about what professionalism is. I never judge you on a personal level based on your grades. So know that even if you don't make an A in the course, I form no opinion of you based on that, right? Some of my favorite students have been C students who showed up, did their work, never made excuses, took what they needed to know from the class, and moved on. I really work with students to try to meet you where you are, to help you understand what you need to know and go from there. If you're happy with a B, great. If you're happy with a C, fine. If you want to earn that A, then you have the resources in front of you to do that. Since you're a student, there's some things I have to assume. I have to assume that this class is a priority for you. So I will work to be fair and equitable and consistent. And that's extremely important to me. So as I mentioned, please don't ask me to do something for you I can't do for the entire class. That being said, I always, if you have a problem or something come up, if you're in communication with me, I'll always listen and we'll try to be proactive about creating solutions. But please don't ask me to make exceptions for you, especially after the fact. You should know that one of my pet peeves is when people come up after the semester's all over and be like, please, what can I do to get 5 more points? I have a D, I wanted a C. And really the ball was in your court all along. We know what's expected from the get-go, so I won't make any exceptions like that at the end of the semester. In terms of professionalism, to me, professionalism is respect. So acting in a professional way shows that you respect your classmates, your teammates, and me. So what I'm asking of you in professionalism is to be productive. Take initiative to solve problems. Don't say, well, my team doesn't tell me what to do. Your team shouldn't have to tell you what to do. You should be working as a team to figure it out together. So you shouldn't just be waiting on instruction from someone else. You should be taking the initiative to do what you need to do and looking for things proactively. Why do I stress this as important? Because employers, one of the things graduates or interns typically get rated lower on is attention to detail and take an initiative to solve problems on their own. So we'll all coach you in this and work with you in the class to do that. Please manage your time to produce quality work by the deadlines. Typically, if your team is handing everything to you by 11:40 to meet an 11:59 deadline, that's not enough time to edit it. So you need to work really closely on your own and with team to make sure that you're getting things in ahead of time so you can hand in a quality piece of work. Demonstrate integrity. Please don't cheat. Please just do honest work and be upfront about things, be accountable. That's really important to me, that you're honest about what you did, what you didn't do. And there's never a high pressure situation in this class that should encourage you to not be of the highest integrity, right? So please make sure you're demonstrating that. Be resilient. If a problem comes up, if an obstacle comes up, do your best to try to figure it out. I'm always here to answer questions. But with that, don't wait until the last minute and then something doesn't work and expect me to be awake, check an email at 11:30 at night. That's unlikely to happen. I am very helpful, very responsive, but keep in mind that I tend to keep this work in business hours. I occasionally will respond if there's an emergency in the evening, but it's more, I expect you to try to work and figure it out if it's a last minute issue, and then we'll figure it out together when I'm in the office. Please communicate effectively, be professional in your emails, make sure there's like a title, a greeting. Just get in the practice of writing great emails, and then it won't be difficult to you when you transition into your career. And then use this class to build relationships. Some of the most important work you'll do in college is who you know and who knows you. And so make sure you're taking that opportunity to get to know your classmates, to make the best impression, to build a relationship with me, because later on you may ask me for a reference. And I'm happy to provide that when I have good information to share. I will never give you a bad reference. So if I don't feel comfortable giving you one, I'll just tell you that. I'm a healthy person. I can share with you if I'm not comfortable doing that. So, you know, work though to build those relationships to make a positive impact, and this is a great opportunity to do so, and entrepreneurship is a perfect context in which to learn that. You will work in a team on a feasibility project. As I mentioned, that's an idea. It can be your idea, someone else's idea, an idea you came up with as a team. Teams will be assigned the second week of class, and this could turn into a business. You never know. I have some student examples I'll share along the way where their work on this feasibility project turned into a real business, and to me, that's very exciting, although it's not the expected outcome. And then Blackboard, there's a video under the Start Here menu on Blackboard. So please take a look at that. It just shows you how to navigate the course to get comfortable so that you're ready to tackle week one and every week after that, and to be successful in the course. So what should we do as we wrap up? One, get familiar with the class on Blackboard, go through, navigate the different links. Let me know if anything's broken or if there's a mistake on a day. I'm human. I make mistakes too. I just reworked the entire course, and so I probably made an error. Please let me know as you get familiar and as you open things if you see any discrepancies or mistakes. Please make sure you can access the textbook. That's going to be really important. Everyone's enrolled in Big Red Backpack unless you opt out. If you do, you need to figure out how to get access to the textbook. So everyone should have access on day one. If you run into any issues, we'll work through that. Please complete the student info sheet as soon as possible so I can start putting people into teams. That's a really important element of this class. And then begin working your way through chapter 1 and get familiar with the material. Don't forget there's a practice quiz every week. If you do all of them, there's an extra credit opportunity. That's a little nugget in the syllabus. So please make sure you read the course syllabus and are very clear on what all the policies of the course are. Again, I am so excited to work with you this semester. Please don't hesitate to follow up. Ask me any questions. I'm here to help however I can. And I'll look forward to learning right along with you.